Everybody has memories of beating Bowser when they were a kid and rescuing the princess, and that's the enjoyment of them all.
Since Jared Bennett was 12, he's had to make do without his old Super Nintendo.
The Nintendo, the Zapper, the 2 controllers, all 15 games I pawned off for Christmas money because Christmas was more important at the time.
Years later, he's reliving those memories on a newer console. He thinks the future of games from the past will be found online.
You can browse through a list of hundreds of games and pick your memory from your childhood kind of thing. Like, oh, I used to play that game, so I'm going to buy it, and for $5, and 2 minutes later, you're sitting down and reliving memories.
Bill Arsenault has grown his retro game business from weekend gig to full-time job at the Harborview Flea Market. But does online availability hurt his business? Arsenault keeps an optimistic outlook.
I've been doing it for about 20 some odd years, back in Penhorn Flea Market days. Is when I started out, so I built up a price guide system.
Arsenault says he targets a special type of buyer.
Some of them are collectors. Some are just looking for the odd game that they grew up as when they were kids.
But another type of availability can be a challenge.
Super Nintendo, NES games, Nintendo 64 games, a lot of those are so popular that they're getting scarce because of it.
Arsenault says he will always seek out these games because it's not always about the money.
When I see the joy on someone's face when they find that game that they've been looking for a long time, it makes it all worth it.
The delivery system nowadays lets you relive the games and play them as much as you want without having to go and buy all the cartridges and the systems and everything else. So there's not really a lot of point, in my opinion, to do that. But a lot of people do like having the physical copy in their hand and blowing the dust out of the NES cartridge and putting it back in the system 12 or 13 times to make it work. So